Dr. Nerf Pandya. A lot of Golden State Warriors fans have questions about ankle sprains after hearing about Draymond Green's injury today at Media Day. Here's a quick breakdown of ankle sprains in general, how we determine severity, and how we determine return to play. Now, the first important thing to understand is that ankle sprains vary so much in terms of severity and the ligaments involved. Since the Golden State Warriors didn't release any more information beyond the fact that Draymond Green has a lateral ankle sprain, this is more a discussion about ankle sprains in general, not the specifics of his injury. Now, the first thing we always like to do is differentiate a high ankle sprain versus a low ankle sprain. A high ankle sprain is generally more severe because it involves the ligaments that connect the two big bones of the lower extremity, the tibia and the fibula. These injuries typically take longer to basically recover from and involve a lot more pain. This is in contrast to a low ankle sprain, which involves much smaller ligaments that basically are the tibia and fibula connecting to the bones of the foot. Now, we basically then break down these low ankle sprains into basically three different groups. There can be lateral ankle sprains, which involve the three ligaments on the outside part of the ankle. They can be medial ankle sprains that involve a broad ligament called the deltoid ligament on the inside part of the ankle, or you can have combined injuries that basically involve the medial and lateral ankle ligaments. Now, in terms of determining return to play, it varies a lot based on the severity of the injury. The important thing to understand is that an ankle sprain is some degree of tearing of a ligament or ligaments about the ankle. In general, grade 1 injuries are microscopic tears, grade 2 injuries are partial tears, and grade 3 injuries are complete tears. Now, what goes into determining return to play really does based on what specific ligaments are injured, if there's any secondary bone bruising or any secondary cartilage injury that occurs when the ankle has that quote-unquote sprain. In general, what we look for is that grade 1 injuries are typically 1 to 2 weeks, grade 2 injuries can be somewhere from 3 to 6 weeks, and grade 3 injuries can be somewhere from 6 to 12 weeks. Now, obviously, that can be pushed up or back based on any other associated injury, and most importantly, how an athlete feels in terms of their ankle. Now, in general, what we look for in terms of determining when athletes return to play besides timelines is basically looking at number 1, can you get pain and swelling under control? Number 2, can you get athletes walking normally? Number 3, can they have restoration of their range of motion? Number 4, do they get their full strength back? And then finally, most importantly, do they have stability in their ankle and can they perform basketball activities without any issues in terms of pain, instability, or swelling? Now, a lot of people ask questions about will there be long-term sequelae of an ankle issue. Now, in general, we do know that if you sprain your ankle once, there's a higher rate of spraining it again, but that can be rectified through rehab, through bracing, and or taping. Another issue that can sometimes occur, particularly if it was a more severe ankle sprain, is sometimes there can be scar tissue that develops that causes pain, or sometimes with very severe ankle sprains, there can be secondary cartilage or bone bruising, which can be a source of continued pain. Obviously, we don't know the specifics of his injury, but the fact that the Warriors reported this was a lateral ankle sprain and that he was seen walking at me today are good prognostic signs.